Hi everyone! So I'm going to start a new series of videos, and these are going to be memory videos. This is dedicated to my dad. They're all going to be dedicated to my dad, but they're going to be about other people later on as well. I'm going to start with my dad though, because he passed away about a month and a half ago during his heart transplant surgery. He didn't make it out. And it's been a lot different than I guess what you would expect. Like, you kind of think about it sometimes, like, what if this person passes away, whatever. But it's been a lot different than what I expected. And I thought it would be befitting to do it in his truck. So, why don't we even go out? Hey, I'm like a little Ron Jr., I swear. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started and tell you my favorite memories with him, and there might be more that I think about later that I post or whatever, but these are just the ones that I have in mind right now. So we're gonna start with this, and I would like to open it up to be a public thing. Anyone else who has a memory about him can go ahead and send it below to this one, or put it on his Facebook page, or however they want to do it. Just get on your phone or whatever you have real quick, make a memory, and share it with everyone so everyone can see it. So here we go. Ready? Okay. So one of my greatest memories of my dad was that he used to be obsessed with cars. He was a huge car guy. When he felt good and he was younger and stuff, we were always doing car things together. We were going to car shows, messing up cars in our front porch, all kinds of stuff. So he knew that I was a Corvette and Camaro fan, and we fought about it all the time because he was a Ford guy, and he had two friends that had Camaros, and he would borrow them to give me rides in, and I thought it was so cool. So I think the first one was Jake. He had a Camaro, and for my 8th birthday or my 9th birthday, somewhere in there, he borrowed it for the night. He picked me up from my grandma's house. He drove it around. We went on the highway, went a few places, and then he dropped me back off at my grandma's. He went inside for some birthday cake, and then he bailed out and did whatever he wanted to do or whatever the rest of the night. But I thought it was really cool that he borrowed a car. Oh, I'm sorry. That he borrowed a car just for me, and it was my favorite car, and I was like so in love. And I remember going down the highway, we were by the that is so annoying. That's from my dad. I get my dry lips from my dad. So that's a memory. Thanks, Dad. Nasty. Ugh, sorry. I know that's like so sexy, right? Like, oh, she's just tearing her lips up right in front of the camera. Whatever. But yeah, I remember being by like the Whitmore exit, and I was on the passenger side, and I was just like, this is so cool. Like, my dreams have come true. I'm in a Camaro, and I'm gonna have this Camaro one day. And like, I thought I was all cool and awesome because I was sitting in there driving, or like the passenger. So yes, and then another friend that he had, his name was Tim, and he had a Camaro, and he was like roommates with my uncle and their friends for a little while. And I guess my dad was staying there or whatever. I don't know. My dad lived like 7 bazillion places. I couldn't even tell you where all he was at. But he had a Camaro, and I was in elementary school, and he came to the school to pick us up from school one day, and he was in this blue Camaro. And I had heard of him before, but I had never met him or anything. And I was like, what? Is this yours? Did you buy this? Do you have a Camaro? You don't even like Camaro. Is this your Dad, is this yours? Like, I was freaking out, right? And so my dad was like, no, it's Tim's. You know yeah, you know Tim, right? And I was like, yes. And he was like, it's his. But I really didn't know who Tim was. I was just lying to like feel cool. And I was like, whoa, that's amazing. And then it'll be 2 years in October. My friend Tammy got married, and Tim came into town for their wedding, and I got to meet him. My uncle introduced us, and I was like, oh, hey, like, you're the first boy that I ever fell in love with because you had Camaro, and I got to go home from school in it, and I thank you. And we became like instant best friends because I don't know, it just happened because I had got to be in his old car when I was a little kid and I loved him. So it just, I don't know, I'm just a creeper like that. So those two really stand out in my mind, and I will have more for you later. But I just wanted to share my stories. I thought they were really cool and awesome, and that little simple act of borrowing something so I could have my favorite car really meant a lot. It was like really cool, and it's one of the best memories of you that I have. So until we meet again, love you. Bye.